welcome back to the next episode of Exposing Scotland's Track Weapons. So this one's going to be a little bit different today. So as you know, we've been focusing quite heavily on cars at Not Kill, track cars, racing cars, that type of thing, and that series has been going incredibly well, so thank you for all the engagement there. Today we've decided to do something a little bit different though. On that trailer behind us there is something pretty special. So this is going to be a drag racing car, but it's still classed as a track because, well, we're here at Crail Raceway in Scotland and this is a closed off track, so it falls into the category of Exposing Scotland's Track Weapons. So the car's just getting ready to come off the trailer. In a wee minute I'm going to get over close to it, get some cinematic shots, and then I'm going to go through the spec list. But it's the grey S3 that's quite well known in the drag scene, so if you're interested in this video and you want to see all the content on this car today, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit like, hit subscribe, and make sure you follow Exposing Scotland's Track Weapons. Let's get this episode at Crail Raceway kicked off with that crazy S3. Let's go. Welcome inside the S3. So you're going to be looking at this and thinking, is that not just a stock S3? But for the eagle-eyed viewer who knows cars, you're going to see the drag radials on this car, right? Now, this is by no means the highest powered drag car in the world, but this has got something special going for it, right? So I've got the spec list as per normal conditions on Exposing Scotland's Track Weapons, and we're going to go through it right now, right? So this is a Stage 2 S3 8V, right? It's built by Dave and the team at DH Automotive. Tuning by DH Performance and Racing Line, right? So this is, and this is the flex here, the first Stage 2 S3 8V in the 10s on the drag strip in the UK and Europe, right? It's the fastest proven stock turbo S3 8V with a time slip, that's the key bit here, with a time slip in the world. Someone claims a 10.89 but can't provide a slip for it, so doesn't count. It's the first 2 litre MQB stock turbo in the world in the 10s on stock fuel system without ethanol, which is pretty crazy, and that's why we've decided to film this car, because I could go for 9-second cars, I could go for 8-second cars, I could do all that and that will come, but this is just something a wee bit different. So it's a stock IS38 turbo, stock drivetrain including clutches, Ford's Motorsport front mount intercooler, Racing Line R600 intake, Scorpion downpipe modified for drag spec by Stainless Creations, a Loba high pressure fuel pump, DH spec, Bilstein B16 suspension, 2 Ford 15-inch wheels, NGK uprated plugs, and M&H drag slicks. So it's 401 horsepower on 99 run, 417 horsepower, 592 newton meters on our drag spec fuel. So call it a small record, call it what you want. This is an interesting one, and that's why I took quite a lot of interest in getting together with Mike. So I just want to take this opportunity whilst I'm in here now to the wind to thank Mike for letting us get in on his car today. He's got a passenger seat in, he is up here chasing a time today. He's put the passenger seat in so that we can get one passenger pass, right? So we're going to make the best of it. I'm going to get some videos at the line, we're going to get in the passenger seat. As I said, we'll have multiple GoPros running. So join us today to understand and feel a wee bit about how this car operates. Staying in your window and breaking records in a window and not just automatically chasing big numbers and everything. That's what really interested me about this car, because you know, it's so easy to just start throwing money at these things and just do what everyone else is doing. But I find this guy's story really quite interesting. So, Mike, thank you very much for letting us in on this. I'm going to get back out. outside where it's really windy, so I'm not going to be able to do too much talking into the camera outside today, unfortunately. Crail Raceway, super windy, but yeah. So let's get stuck into another episode of Exposing Scotland's track weapons, this time with this Drag S3. Right, so that's us done the intro, got everything sorted. I am drag racing the 45S today just for a wee bit of fun, but that's not the focus of today's video. So I'm going to go and get registered for the strip and everything, and then we'll wait for him to head round and get his first pass underway, and then we'll get the passenger pass in at some point. But aye, if you're interested in reading about him, Mike's tracking, social media, there's a lot about his car online, and I'll obviously provide you with as much information as I can today. Bye. So we're going to go and get registered for the strip and get sorted. We're in for a fun day. So we've been waiting for about an hour because we got here really early this morning, because 99 Society Gym and Auto Club have got me out of my bed at 5 o'clock to come here. But anyway, so we're going to the start line at the minute right now. So there's a queue of cars. Mike is probably halfway up the queue. So if there's anything else interesting happening, we'll get some videos of that, but obviously I'm going to focus on getting his first pass, and then he's going to shout me when I have to get in the passenger seat. So let's get a few videos of him doing his first pass. That's the track starting to warm up now. It's opening in 3 minutes and they've calibrated all the timing gear, so ready to go. Right, he's in the queue. What I'll do is I'll go and get a few videos of his car in the queue, because he's kind of surrounded by other interesting cars and all before the action starts kicking off. On days like this, like German Invasion, it's always super busy and the queue is like over an hour long, so if you're doing multiple passes you need to get back in the queue, and people experience a bit of heat soak and stuff. So here he's sitting here, so we'll go and get a few videos of the car in the queue. So I know we're focused on Mike's car today, but I thought I would just make my way up the queue, because I don't usually stand at the back of the queue here. It's quite quiet just now. Usually this is full all the way around. But I had a wee opportunity to catch some of the cars there, so if your car's in the video, happy days. So I'm just standing right at the back of the queue. This is quite a cool look here, look. As I say, don't normally get a chance to be walking about doing this type of thing, so I just thought I'd take that opportunity. So hope you enjoyed those clips. And I'm going to tie back in with Mike now, get back ready for his first pass. So we've got a bit of a problem development with the weather. So Mike's obviously on drag radials, right, and he can't run drag radials in the rain, and it is pissing down. So this video might be an absolute flop today if that is the case. That's a shame. Hopefully this cloud passes, we'll see. I'll check in soon. Oh dear, I've just had to literally sprint back to the car, look. It's amazing how the sun shines for a bit of the morning and then you are beeped. Oh, poor Mike's not going to be able to run in this weather. Right, well this is the point in this video where it may or may not happen. We might be able to recover it, but we're going to need to wait a bit. You're soaking, Barry's absolutely drenched. Right, let's retire for a wee bit just now. If the next clip in this video you see is Mike's car drag racing, then the video's been a success. But if not, we've patched it. Let's see what happens. Oh, Hailcast. Is it, aye?
No, need money for runs. Where's yours?
Big fanboy Barry's bought a need money for runs, but he's shat it, he's not won it yet. Oh, the sun is back out, the track is dry, and Mike is back in the queue, so we're back on. We thought the day was over for a wee while there. Let's let him get to the front, there he's there. And we'll get a video of his pass. Right, so before it rained, he got one pass in and done a what? An 11.15. Best time you've seen here? 11.12, right. So now it's dry, everything's good, he's let his tyre pressure's down. So I'm going to stand at the line and get a video of this before the passenger seat goes back in at some point. We'll get a passenger pass. this is first pass, second pass, tyres deflated, passenger seat taken out and that, so let's see what he's doing. Right, we'll see him when he comes back round. So he's obviously not going to be happy with that. He done 11.1 off the trailer, as the phrase that they use in drag racing, so I'm learning. That was an 11.2, so we'll see how he feels about that. But see, the way that it does, they've got it programmed so when he puts the hazards on, obviously he can do the line lock and things and get the burnout on the go. So it's sick to watch, and it's, see, for a stock, obviously stock engine, stock turbo, as we discussed, it's rapid in it, it gets off the line quick. I mean, see, for like, just for a comparison, I just ran a 12.2 there with road setup on this car, overinflated tyres for drag racing, etc. First pass 12.2 with a passenger. So it just shows you the differences. So if you ran an 11.1, you know what I mean, like that, it just shows you the difference, because this car's 465 horsepower and it's like closer to the 400 mark, that S3. So it just shows you with the right setup what you're able to achieve. But I'll tie in with him when he comes back round, see how he's feeling. While we're waiting, we may as well get a video of Bryce's GTR, because it's here, and it's always good to get a video of the GTR. So he's next in the queue. Let's see how he gets on. 11.4, he's not going to be happy with that, he's not going to be happy with that. He's not going to be, it didn't really get off the line too well, to be honest, it kind of bogged down a wee bit.
What was he saying about his
so he's getting flex fuel done, but the American company messed up with, not messed up, but they delayed a bit of time with a sensor or something, so he's been told to use it this weekend, and then they're taking it back, so he's going to start turning it up, as I've said before. We just spoke to Mike there, so seemed kind of chill, smoking a fag, leaning against the car, wasn't he too bothered about his 11.2, so that's, he knows he's done his 11.1 already, so we just spoke to him there, he's put the passenger seat back in. So I'm going to run again, park up, and then he's going to let me jump in and we'll get a passenger pass with him. But the queue is longer than I've ever seen it. So this is an EcoTune day, I should have said at the start of the video, so German invasion by EcoTune, and it's always mobbed, because EcoTune have mapped about 90% of all cars that exist in Glasgow. So this is the queue, that's the normal bit of the queue where you normally go, but this is doubled back, so. Well, it'll probably take us about an hour for you. Right, we'll just film one pass in the Merc, I can't resist, just for entertainment purposes, right? So we'll film it with that camera there, so facing forward here, we'll just film one pass and I'll fire it in the video, right? Just, why not, you know what I mean, we're here, aren't we? So, may as well give the Merc a wee bit of love. Not that it's relevant to this video, but we ran a 12.2 in the Merc, straight off the trailer. No, straight out of the car park, cold tyres, and they were overinflated, so we've let the tyres down and that. We're getting, you know, drag racing, starting to understand it a wee bit more. Right. Let's go! Right, let's try and go into stage 2 launch, right? That man was away there, man! We didn't, oh mate! We did not miss a beat there, mate! Fucking hiking it there. Right, we're inside the S3, so that'll be us. We're in a big queue, unfortunately, so again it's going to be, I don't know, 45 minutes or something for us, probably. A wee second for you. So this is a, listen to this thing, so this is a passenger pass in this car that's been the full feature for the day, so we'll see how we go. I'm just, because it's so much faster like than my car, so it's going to be comparable. So it's basically, if you look at it on basic times, it's basically doing a full second quicker, which, considering the differences in the cars and stuff, and I think mine feels fast, this is going to feel a lot better, so excited for this. So let the queue get past and then we'll be at the start line, and we'll see you there. Getting down the queue a bit, there's a big black cloud heading our way, so we're hoping that it blows away from us, because we got caught in the rain earlier. The tyres are, everything's warmer now. My tyre temps in the Merc were like 44 degrees at one point, so Hopefully. Fingers crossed. It's raining again.
Earlier was worse. That was a lot worse.
I don't think he's going to be able to run.
All-wheel.
Nightmare. That black cloud right behind us.
Same as that.
But slicks is no joke in this weather. Right, while we're waiting for a decision to be made here, he's kind of swithering about this because it's not raining heavily, but slicks, right? So need to make a decision. But while we're waiting, so in here we've got this wee box here. So for anybody that's wondering ever, because I wondered for a long time about why the fast VAG cars have got their hazard lights on when they're doing a burnout. Basically this is like a Haldex controller, and essentially what you can do is tell the rear diff and that to not spin the back wheels so that they can do a burnout and spin the front wheels. So I always wondered what it was they were doing when they had the hazards on, but the hazards basically programs it to do that. So it's quite clever, and that lets them spin up the front wheels obviously and get a bit of heat into the front tyres. So this is set to 50-50 split front and rear on Haldex controller for launch, which I've heard of happening on a couple of other cars as well. Marcin from Mac Motorsport is able to do that as well in his Golfer. So it's pretty clever stuff. So obviously you start messing with the Haldex and stuff to get better launches, because with drag racing it's all about that 60 foot launch and 60 foot. So right, well that was just a wee bit of information in the middle of the video here, but let's see. It's not raining heavily, but need to make the right decision for safety, because slicks is obviously a bit mental in the rain. Right, we're assessing it, and it looked, so the rain's kind of off and the ground's staying dry, so the ground's obviously hot enough for the rain to evaporate. So the decision I think is we'll go for it.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
Go for it
and see how it sits.
Right, and if it goes a bit wild you can just back off.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the video of the launch for the outside, which is always good. We want the inside footage, but if he needs to back off for safety reasons then that's fine, because obviously the last thing we need is any incidents, and this man knows his car. And that's the main thing about these cars. If you know your car and you know the conditions and you know how it behaves, that's the kind of main thing. So good to go, I think. We're about 5 cars back to the front, so. Ready to go? Need to back off a bit there. We got a good launch bit and it skipped a bit and then it went, but we had to back off like 3/4 of the way down there. Starting to get a bit mental there. So it was, obviously it spun up a bit, so it started short shifting and then it was just spiking the throttle into the limiter, so it was going to end up damaging the car at that point. So aye, at least we got a good launch. It launches well, eh?
That's short shifting first as well.
By the way, it felt really quick. See, given the fact obviously it's stock block, stock turbo, it still gets off. Obviously the tyres and everything make a difference, right? If I put slicks on the Merc and launched it, it would feel mental because, well, there's a basically, you know, only that little tiny bit of give, so the tyres and everything's got a lot to do with it. But no, it was still good though. Still good. Good launch, very loud in here. So as you all know, there's a test patch at Knockhill Crail. So we're going to go on that now, just to get a wee bit more dancing with the car, so let's go for that. Woo! The exhaust is right underneath us and you can feel the flames and stuff coming out of it. Oh, this. I'll put the window down for ultimate effect. It's mental, man. That is bonkers, isn't it?
Alright, for a wee stock turbo.
Honestly, a wee baby stock turbo and a stock block, man, so good. Right, we're gonna let it sit now and see if it dries up. If it does, I mean, look at this cloud. Look at that. Look at that. So it's blown out to sea. So if it dries up, we'll maybe get another run in, right? But I think we've done plenty for the feature, so brilliant. Right, so we hung about and we stuck it out, and miraculously the sun's shining again and there's no sign of dark clouds. So he's going to get redemption on that last run because he doesn't want to lift. Obviously he lifted halfway because it started getting a bit rough. So he's in the queue now, so we'll get the final run, and this feature has turned out to be exactly what I wanted it to be, which is good. That's us, so we're at the front of the queue now, so helmet's on. This is going to be the last one of the day, and it's been warm for a while now. It's like 18, 19 degrees outside and the sun's been shining on the strip. So the slicks will be locking up this time and he will not be lifting this time. So let's get this done. Got a GoPro in the back this time coming forward onto us because the noises that come off this thing, because the exhaust right underneath the armrest here is quality. So that one in the back will see onto the back of the seats, but it will also get all the noise that we're after. So yeah, right, let's go. Right, we've just set up a wee race here with this S3 here. So this one's fully built, 600 horsepower-ish. Yes, let's go. That thing is naughty, innit?
750 brake.
750 rate, is that a 2 litre?
Aye.
Wow, man. That was quick.
Full race mode, everything.
Aye. Jeez, oh. Right, so that was that an eco-tune build, that one?
Yeah.
So it's an S3 saloon, 700 horse, did you say?
750 or something.
750 horse, that's like not even a stage anymore, isn't it? No, that's but we got off the line well there.
Aye, 'cause I'm quick off the line.
Quick off the line, and then you seen it, I turned the camera around on purpose because once it started, the turbo was up full spool, it started catching, as you can see. Obviously we're two different, you know, levels of class here, but still a great race considering, man. That was good. No, it felt good. Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you, mate. Right, team, that's it done. So a bit up and down with the weather, but we still managed to get it done. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I want to say a massive thanks to Mike for letting us in about his car. Ultimately, we've got a car that holds a record there, and whether you think it's high powered or whether you think it's whatever, it was a good experience and he's done really, really well. So well done to him, and I'm excited to see what happens next season with that car. So we're going to try and, it's sun's come out, so we're going to nip down. There's actually a Porsche day on at Knockhill. We're going to try and catch the last hour of that, so we're going to zoom right now, and I'll do some of that stuff on TikTok. So I hope you enjoyed this feature. Thanks to Mike again. Good shout to DH Automotive and all the stuff that's been going on with that car, because it is good, and it's great to be involved in it. And remember, as I always say, like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and we'll see you in the next feature. Cheers.